For decades, George Clooney was famously known as Hollywood's most charming bachelor. From his breakout role on ER to his award-winning performances in blockbuster films, Clooney's name became synonymous with charisma, sophistication, and a seemingly endless parade of high-profile romances. Fans and the media alike speculated endlessly about whether he would ever settle down, but Clooney remained steadfast, insisting that marriage and children were simply not part of his plan. He was living the dream life: international travel, movie sets, and an enviable circle of friends. Yet something was quietly missing, or so it seemed. But behind that confident smile and witty interviews, there was a deeper truth waiting to be revealed. Clooney now admits that the story the world believed about his resistance to marriage wasn't the full picture. And as it turns out, Amal Clooney was already rewriting his script long before he even realized it. George Clooney first met Amal Clooney in 2013 through a mutual friend at a casual dinner party. At the time, Amal was already a powerhouse in her own right, a celebrated international human rights lawyer with a dazzling intellect and a resume that could rival world leaders. George later confessed that the moment Amal walked into the room, he felt an immediate spark, something he couldn't quite explain. But here's the twist. While George thought he was the one making the first move, Amal was quietly assessing the situation with her trademark poise and brilliance. In his recent admission, George revealed that Amal's sharp mind and effortless grace left him both enchanted and a little intimidated. He joked that he was playing checkers, while Amal was playing chess, always one move ahead. What George didn't know then was that Amal had already sensed something deeper in their connection, a future that neither of them could ignore. George's big confession centers on a simple but powerful truth. Amal was always one step ahead. While George believed he was taking his time, Amal had quietly set the pace. In interviews, Clooney now admits that Amal knew from the very beginning that their meeting was no coincidence. She recognized a shared passion for justice, a similar sense of humor, and a love for meaningful conversation. George laughs when recalling how Amal subtly guided their early interactions, inviting him to events, introducing him to her world of high-stakes international law, and showing him the kind of life that goes beyond red carpets and film premieres. According to Clooney, Amal never pressured him. Instead, she inspired him. Her independence and dedication to global causes made George reflect on his own values and desires. Slowly but surely, he began to see a life that wasn't just glamorous, but also deeply fulfilling. He now credits Amal for making him realize that love isn't about losing freedom. It's about finding someone who expands your world. At 64, George Clooney has finally admitted that Amal's quiet brilliance didn't just win his heart. It changed his entire outlook on love and family. He confessed in a recent interview that Amal somehow knew he was ready for a deeper commitment long before he did. "She saw the version of me I hadn't met yet," George said, acknowledging that his wife's intuition was uncanny. Their whirlwind romance led to a breathtaking proposal that George still describes as the most nerve-wracking moment of his life. And when they married in a lavish yet intimate ceremony in Venice, Italy, the world finally understood what George had discovered. That Amal wasn't just a partner, she was the missing piece of his puzzle. Today, as the proud parents of twins Ella and Alexander, the couple embodies a balance of love, intellect, and adventure that feels almost too perfect to be true. George Clooney's confession is more than a romantic admission. It's a testament to personal growth. Before Amal, George enjoyed success on every level, but he now says that true happiness didn't come from awards or box office numbers. It came from building a life with someone who challenged and inspired him. Amal's work in human rights has even influenced George's philanthropic efforts, motivating him to take on global causes and use his celebrity status for meaningful change. Friends close to the couple often remark on the transformation they've witnessed in George. He's still the charming, witty Clooney the world adores, but there's a groundedness and depth that only Amal could bring out. George himself credits her with opening his heart to fatherhood, something he once swore was not in the cards. So, what do you think of George Clooney's heartfelt revelation? Isn't it incredible how Amal was quietly shaping their destiny all along? Love truly has a way of rewriting the rules when you least expect it. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the fascinating lives of your favorite stars. Share this video with your friends and let us know in the comments if you believe in love arriving when you least expect it.